sweethearts and lovelies, and welcome back to Quantum Leap Reviews. Last time we got spooky with the Boogeyman, and it's October, so naturally we're going to the very spooky world of New York City in the 60s, playing the piano. Woo, spooky.
Last time we dealt with Satan, so
Yeah, like you do.
how do you go? I know. So how do you go further than?
Like you do. But I'm joined by the usual co-hosts, Michael Hoovey and Enchant. We tried to get our dear friend Lena McTeer on the show because this episode has the Beatles in it. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it, but has left us some lovely little notes that we will be reciting as we go along. And
Note number one. Just what I needed. Scott Bakula cross-dressing. They could have at least tried to make him look feminine.
Yeah.
See, what price, Gloria? I know. But like, I like What Price, Gloria, mainly only for the fact of like that episode number one. I think it's kind of said that the leapy that Sam leaps into turns out to be a lesbian because of what happens to her in the future.
What?
Like as we find, yeah, that's
Sorry,
one of the
what
reasons.
the fuck?
What?
That's literally why. Yeah, that's literally what they said of what she was in the future. Yeah, that's why.
I don't recall this at all. What?
Yeah, but anyway, other than that, the other thing I like about What Price, Gloria is the comeuppance Sam gives to the freaking jerkwad.
Yes, punch that.
Which
man.
we do get to see in the opening clip show.
Yes. Lovely. And now, a blind pianist. If I say that word too fast, people are gonna make. You know from the streams, I'm like on edge. Anything that can be taken out of context. No, don't say that. Lena didn't like this cold open.
Do I have a clip button? I wonder if I have a clip button.
Nah, Lena didn't like this. He called it cringe. I get it. It's like played. It's played almost as a sitcom, and especially with the direction involving anything to do with the seeing eye dog, where they'll just cut to the dog and the dog tilts his head and goes. "Arr."
Yeah, in terms of Star Trek, oddly enough, the comparison is probably Prophet and Lace, the infamous trans episode, which is not good. Not good at all.
No. I mean,
one of the less talked about aspects of that episode in comparison to the obvious place you start that conversation with, because Jesus fucking Christ, how do you fuck up that badly, even in the context of 90s fuck ups, is the bit where Quark and his mom have a fight, and it's the most uncomfortable thing ever, even though it's a bunch of sitcom stuff. Like, it's not even Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, where the uncomfortableness is the point. It's just uncomfortable.
Look. I was out at war era DS9, so I'm not even in the conversation here.
I just need to say, in the context of the episode, I understand that they're trying to show that the mother has, trauma from what happened, and yeah, I understand that. It's the fact of why do you there are levels of degree, and it's like they went from 1 to 11 without realizing. No, there's some stuff like she wouldn't just go. It wouldn't just be a straight line up. It would be a curve.
I think she was always at that level, to be honest with you.
And at the beginning, the reason why I say that that we're at 1 to 11 is 1. Yeah, it's a little bit iffy what she does. Yeah, checking on the daughter without calling at the library, and then there's going to the boyfriend's apartment, and then there's full force physical abuse.
Nah. It was the 60s.
And then
Unfortunately,
and then
that kind
and
of
then
thing
there's
is par for
the
course.
emotional and then there's emotional abuse at the end, where even
At the
when
end?
she had, yeah, like even at the end, when she has both her daughter and her boyfriend to help support her, she still tries emotional abuse.
You know what's really fucked up is that she isn't even the worst mom in this quarter of season 2. Hello,
No.
Machiko.
Yeah,
Okay, Machiko's not the mom, but the mom in the Machiko episode is just like unrepeatedly the worst.
That's one thing that this mom has over that one. She didn't let Machiko run out in the middle of a tornado.
Yeah, that is the thing that didn't. Yeah, she kind of. I kind of got vibes at the end of the episode. We're jumping all over the place. Who gives a shit? I kind of got vibes of Idiot's Lantern.
Yeah,
Remember the
yeah,
end of Idiot's Lantern?
yeah, that's
Yeah, it's 100. Yeah, she is just the dad without the freaking like chauvinistic. You are bad and you need to do what I
This
say.
is my house, my rules, buddy boy.
Yeah,
yeah. If I had nickel for every time a science fiction show about time travel went back in time to the late 50s, early 60s to engage in a storyline involving an abusive parent and their child that ends with the abusive parents not changing a damn thing but still reconciling with the child, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
You'd have about 8 nickels by the time.
Fuck off.
Oh god, there's some.
But yeah, like the reason why we decided to just jump immediately to the mom to get her story out of the way is I understand what they were trying to do. You can understand that they were writing her because of the jokes people make about the 1950s men who they come to hospital like, man, dinner needs to be on the table. Where's my martini? And then I'm gonna go get some milk. Goodbye, and leaves with the secretary. I get the jokes. That's why she was written this way. I understand that. What I don't understand is the level of this is like there's trying to satire a joke, and then there's going too far.
She's a crab in a bucket. She had it rough, and she had a bad time being a single mother raising this girl, and she's overprotective. But also, it's like she's not letting the girl go pursue her dreams. Like, no, you have to do it exactly as I, and you have to stay down here in the misery with me because you don't get better things because I didn't get to have better things.
Again, I'm not touching this episode. I'm just
we can touch other parts of the episode.
Yeah, all right, here's the last point I'm gonna make. The reason why, remember, this isn't just a trope that would stay in writing for the 60s. I remember specifically a Diagnosis Murder episode with a mom. Who basically tries to control her daughter, but in that one, every time the daughter gets betrothed to a fiance, the mom kills the fiancés.
Oh, okay.
I have so many questions about what even is Diagnosis Murder.
No, do not enable him about Dick Van Dyke or Jessica Fletcher. No.
It is Dick Van Dyke trying to be Dick Van Dyke trying to be Angela Lansbury, and sometimes it is amazing, and other times you want to look at it and go, what?
I will read a note from Lena's bullet points. What an ungrateful bitch your mother is.
Yes.
God. Yeah.
All right, so back to Sam's Leapy and the fact of, oh dear God, Sam's gonna have to play at literally one of the most famous entertainment halls in the United States, and he won't have it because the guy he leaped into is the Ray Charles of classical music.
Yeah, well.
So naturally, he's more looked fondly upon because he's white.
Oh Jesus.
Oh God. It's true, but it hurts that you have to say it. You know?
Yeah, it's just.
You know, he's yeah, and he's not the only popular act in town, of course, because the Beatles are here, everybody.
We are
We
3
were supposed
days.
to have. Really wish we had Liam McTeer here to talk about the Beatles at length, but oh well.
For context for the people in the back, we are when this episode takes place, we are about 3 days before the famous episode of the Ed Sullivan show, when the Beatles pretty much, that was their height of popularity when they came out on the Ed Sullivan
It was
show
like the big
and
boom.
just and just went nuts. That was their height of popularity.
Apropos of nothing, have either of you seen the movie I Want to Hold Your Hand?
No, but I have seen Across the Universe.
I've seen clips of yesterday. I don't know if that counts.
No, I Want to Hold Your Hand is the first movie from Robert Zemeckis, and it's about this and following like a group of teenage girls that are like, oh my god, we got to see the Beatles, at which it makes a lot of sense. It has a lot of in common with this episode, being that, you know, it's, hey, boomer shit. And especially, you get the sense of, yeah, the guy that made this would indeed go on to make Back to the Future and Forrest Gump.
Yeah, Bob Zemeckis is the kind of person who would be the most noble reference point for Steven Spielberg when he made a little movie called Ready Player One.
Oh, God! No! No!
Oh, jeez.
It even has Alan Silvestri doing the score.
Oh, oh,
God,
oh, fucking
why?
God. Oh, okay, major psychic damage. I'm sorry, listeners. Major psychic damage here. Oh, God. Oh, the writer owns a fucking DeLorean. Oh, it's... Oh, God.
Like, oh, Jesus. Like, I mean, here's how I'm going to say. Here's what I'm going to say. Spaceballs 2 is being created by 99-year-old Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
That movie is going to be infinitely better, even with Mel Brooks at 99 years old, than anything Ready Player One could have even touched.
Yeah, that's not a little bit. One thing I do like about the Beatles in this episode, and this is coming from the memory of watching through the series sequentially, is that this is one of the first times where the intersection with history isn't like a big major kiss with history joke. Like, Sam does not meet the Beatles. He doesn't like inspire something. He doesn't he doesn't say like, I don't know, number 9 train, or some shit like that. I'm just
you don't even see them. I mean, you see their hair, but
you see a couple of body doubles in the distance watching out of the hotel as girls are screaming, going, "Oh my God, the Beatles!"
Yeah, it's not the Doctor arriving in 1960 something and inspiring the Beatles to play to defeat a god of music.
Yeah.
Although in their defense, getting the licensing for Beatles music is hella expensive and the easiest way to get DMCA'd. In fact,
Jesus Christ, I can't air that. Fuck, I have a channel to think of.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty good rendition of Eleanor Rigby.
The point
That
I'm
was
trying to
actually
make is
that was actually a really good rendition of Eleanor Rigby. Sorry that the other people can't sing.
Yeah, I know that it was lovely, but Jesus Christ, the editing I have to do. But the main point I wanted to make is that this is not Michael Jackson, Buddy Holly level. This is just, it's there in the background. It plays into the climax of the episode because where they're there is why the flashbulb goes off in the climax, and so it's an incidental thing, and it's a little understated, happening in the background, just history happening, while we focus on the important thing, saving the life of someone. This is where I want to bring up a little something. So I like to read Beyond the Mirror Image and get some insight into the behind the scenes and whatnot.
But before you get that, I will accept the Buddy Holly, because the Buddy Holly one is just a slap in the face to anyone who knows Buddy Holly. But the Michael Jackson one, that was pure accident, as in he walked in because he was talking to Al. Had he not been talking to Al at that precise moment, that would not have happened.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah. I haven't seen the Buddy Holly one, but it sounds very much like Back to the Future.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's kind of okay. I'll
Yeah.
explain this really quick. Buddy Holly is on a farm, and he's playing the guitar and he's singing, "Oh, Piggy, Piggy, Suey, Piggy, Suey." And so before Sam leaps at the end, he has to be like, Buddy, you know, it might be better if you go Peggy Sue."
Yeah, that's very much Back to the Future. Jesus fucking
I told
Christ,
you. I told you. It's
goddamn
why
asshole.
I don't. It's why
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
forgotten.
Yeah, the entire you think the entire purpose of the leap is oh, we've got to help this, we got to help a couple
I
find
had canon that
themselves.
it's incidental. It's a bonus. We cannot.
Yeah.
You cannot think like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we got to help this couple get together. The reason why was because he wanted to help Buddy Holly get Peggy
Honeymoon
Sue.
Express even lampshades this when he's before the tribunal. One of the guys is like, "Let me get this straight. You think Dr. Sam Beckett is being sent through time by God to create the lyrics to Peggy Sue?"
No, he's being sent through time by God to write a play that would later star Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves.
Yes, but
Is that one play? Is that one play that they do in the freaking news?
No, that's in Lambeth, which is about William Blake meeting Thomas Paine.
Oh.
I don't know where we went to, but I'm going to talk about my Quantum Leap guidebook now.
Yeah. Back to Quantum Leap before we get more confused.
Before we invoke William Blake, which famously always goes well. But so in the book, there's a section where it's just like dubious logic. It's things that don't make sense, your little nitpicks and whatnot. And there's the usual ones. Oh, if he went to the hospital after he got, how would he react? Oh, I was temporarily blinded. No, you're blind. You're actually blind. And things like that. But there is one point that had me going, and that's actually a good point. So at the start of the episode, he walks home with Michelle, and he's outside his apartment, and he meets the French lady with the beret gang, and she only exists to basically be a slasher fodder. Like, this is fucking Friday the 13th. I really didn't like that element when I started in the episode. She only exists to let you know there's somebody in the park strangling girls, which you already got from the fucking newspaper shot that they walk over the discarded newspaper. You already got that there's a strangler and doing things. You really didn't need this. But it gets worse, because think about this. Sam Beckett has traveled back in time, and there's a girl who got killed by a strangler. I don't know, maybe there's the premise of a show where it's about stopping things like this from happening?
Yeah, though as Lena notes in her notes, the Central Park Strangler, but he's 20 years early!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is literally just the Central. But what I don't understand... Yeah, like... It's weird because it's like, what? Was this woman just fate? Was this just fate showing up and being like, no, this woman must... Like, what?
I mean...
Like, huh?
Yeah. She exists to make the threat of the strangler credible, and, it's real bad. It's not a great beat. The episode already showed those stakes, so you didn't need to just add in cannon fodder like this is a slasher movie. Unnecessary.
And then we meet Pete, who
gives the dog the peanuts.
I'm just gonna say this right. Yeah, I just gotta say this right off the bat. Originally when you watch the episode, you think, oh, this is a nice guy. He's like other Quantum Leap episodes. Oh, this is just the comic relief. When you rewatch the episode, you get like serious Eve of the Daleks bad vibes off this person.
Oh God. Well.
Yeah.
Even from the beginning.
Anyway, I'm flagging this for my future self and linking it to you all so you can react off the fly. Pete teaches us up. Pete once again reinforces a valuable lesson that we should all strive by.
Yeah, that
Jesus.
tracks. That tracks.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I'm gonna get punted and I'm gonna get punt kicked into freaking Canada.
You're gonna get Tom Brady.
Yeah,
and
though.
And here's the kickoff, and it's good. Michael Harvey is flying over the border. He's past Vermont. He's past Quebec. He's making it to Newfoundland. Touchdown!
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be sneaking into Canada at some point. Oh God, the political climate is gonna get horrible soon.
Oh, it's already gotten.
Get up to.
I mean,
get up to.
yeah,
Enforcing
but-
that border very well. You can sneak into Nova Scotia. No, I am not. This is for legal purposes. This is a joke.
Yeah, this is a joke.
For legal purpose. Put like a flashing disclaimer, like flashing disclaimer.
I'm not putting a flashing disclaimer. You're getting a bit of text or something. I'm not putting a. I don't even know how to do that in my editing suite. Thank you very much. But yeah, so we've got blind pianist, and we've got the nice young lady who really likes the blind pianist but has an overprotective mom, and we have some meet cutes, and we have Sam panicking over having to play the piano, even though it's weird.
It is.
It's early days, so they haven't really codified this, but Sam can play the fucking piano.
Yeah, it's very. I love how simple this episode is. Barring the mom and the emotional and the physical abuse, this episode is simple. Like it's very much like another episode. It's very much like another episode a few episodes later, where Sam is mainly there just to save a actor from falling off a set.
I am my Don Quixote, the Lord of La Mancha. I'm sorry, I didn't know what came over me.
Yeah. All three of us will be singing when that happens.
I mean, oh God, yeah. We
To dream the impossible. Dream.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that is a stellar fucking episode of Quantum Leap. This one's fun. Bad Mom aside, I enjoy this one though.
I will give one thing too. I love how Chopin, yes, he is the comic relief, but man, he's actually like pretty like for like an animal actor, he's pretty like like I think they actually got a service dog in on this because he's very much alertive. Yeah, he's very much alertive. He does the commands. He even takes a liking to Al, but is in that very much like you are over there, I am here.
I don't know if this is the first Leap where you see that dogs can see Al, but
the very first time we learn that animals can see Al is when he goes to Texas.
Texas.
With Buddy Holly.
Oh, God damn it, we're back here again!
But yeah, all in all, this is actually a pretty decent episode of Quantum Leap.
I love how emotive the dog is, too. We joke about the sitcom the editing cuts to the dog reacting like tilting his head.
I love the very first time Al when Sam has to play. He's like, "Oh God, I have to play. Quick, play chopsticks."
That's so good.
He plays
because it's an encore.
And they actually like it. The audience actually likes it.
They figure he's just it's a little joke for him. Here you go.
It's a joke. And then when he sits down when the big concert hits, and Al walks over a piece of music, and Al's like, just play, just try it, and then
barks.
Sam just goes, and then Sam just goes nut. Like, he's perfect. He goes,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, I can play! Oh my god, I'm playing a
I'm
piano
playing
in
the
the Carnegie
piano.
Hall."
Can I play the piano anymore? Of course you can. Well, I couldn't before. I also love in that concert scene when Chopin barks at Al and Sam turns to the crowd and says, he says he wants to play too. Oh, what a good dog. And also, he tackles a strangler and goes for the kill. Perfect pup.
Yeah, it turns out. The reason who was the murderer? It was Pete. Pete pretty much.
Don't you understand?
Pete.
The girls in the city, it's not safe. It's not safe.
Yeah. It turns out Pete has a dual complex, where in one section he is a police officer, and in the other he is the very thing he is sworn to stop.
Well, just internalized misogyny, baby. Woohoo! Don't you just love the 60s? Yay!
Yeah, I honestly felt like Pete was just the side piece to no.
Yeah. He's the climactic danger of the episode. The real antagonist
Yeah.
is the mom.
Yeah, the real antagonist is the mom.
Who just sort of, accepts begrudgingly while still being frigid her daughter's independence.
Yeah, Lena's notes do not paint her well. Like,
No.
Jesus Christ, some of these details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big hugs.
This is why I said in the beginning, her calling up to check on her daughter, that's a little bit overboard, but I can understand that. It's once you start getting her tendency to show up at the boyfriend's apartment, or the physical abuse at the concert, going, "Look at him, he's nothing but a fraud."
Yeah, the main conflict of the episode between Sam and the mom isn't just overprotective daughter. Is that she follows him home, which Sam leaves the door unlocked or open or something, which you probably shouldn't do in New York City. But you also probably shouldn't walk into people's apartments uninvited as well. And he's like reading out the dog food to Chopin. And she's like, "Ah, you're a fraud. You're not blind at all. Stay away from my daughter. She's mine." And
I'm not touching this.
I'm going to regret this.
Yeah.
But Mike, would you like to talk about what Al calls the mom?
Yeah. Well, first I'm gonna say a bit about blindness to this woman. Lady, you do know that very few people on this earth are full darkness blind, right? Like,
It's a television show. They probably.
yeah, but also, Al, when he sees, you know what? I'm pulling up the episode right now as we speak.
He's taking.
Quick!
Way to take back.
Keep discussing it. No, quick! Keep discussing this while I look. I'm
the one who's trying to get you to point your little reference that you love.
I know, and that's why I'm trying to.
Let me talk about
it.
Let me talk about something I really like. It's when the dog jumps at Al, and instead of the usual thing of compositing Al into the shot, they composite the dog into the shot. It's fun. They made that. They really got that dog to do a good jump on that blue screen or whatever. It's good. Have you found it yet, Michael?
Yeah, I found it. But yeah, when Chopin, but when Al, Sam is trying to feed Chopin, and so you have Sam basically searching all of his pots and pans, searching through the drawers, and in walks the mom, going, "Would you look at that? A blind man reading a dog food box." And she walks in all smug, smoking a cigarette, and in comes Al going, "Oh, look, it's the Wicked Witch of the East." Or is it the Wicked Witch of the West? I don't exactly know. I need this point pressed into Fresno. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz is one of, if not the most famous children's story in America.
Yeah, literally
So
everyone has either read The Wizard of Oz or seen the movie.
yeah,
I didn't
or
see the
both,
movie. I didn't see the
or
movie
both.
until 3 years ago. So wow. But
Yeah.
also, thankfully, the Quantum Leap guidebook now, because of this, has a list of every episode where the Wizard of Oz is mentioned. So I have forewarning for the next time it's gonna happen.
He'll forget, and then it'll happen again.
They always do.
Mother of
Yeah.
God. Oh,
So
Christ.
anyway, next time next time join us as we watch The Wizard of Oz.
we literally just a couple
On
episodes ago
podcast.
read an Oz book. Also, I need to mention this because this is very relevant to our dear friend Lena. The bad mom is played by an actress called Jennifer Rhodes, who apparently was the grandma on Charmed, which is a show about witches. So there's a little synchronicity for our good friend Lena.
Yeah.
Charmed is.
Yeah, Charmed
it's fine.
Yeah, Charmed is. You know, I'm gonna state this for the record. Charmed is an okay television. It is. It's an okay television show. It does do some things right. I understand it, but that is the gateway drug to watching Supernatural, and I mean that in the I mean that in the way, of Charmed goes stupid, and when Charmed goes nuts stupid, that's when it hooks you to Supernatural.
I mean, the pipeline to Supernatural is either through Charmed or Smallville.
Hey, listen, I watched the first half of Supernatural, and I haven't seen either of those shows. Okay, I saw a little Smallville like 20 years ago.
Give you an idea.
I can't watch Smallville genuinely. Well, that's probably because I'm more of the thought of Superman should actually be, you know, kind and generous and not that.
Mike is now sideeing Zack
Smallville is a soap opera where the best actor on the show is Michael Rosenbaum, who plays Lex Luthor. Smallville is also controversial for its OC being a sex cult leader.
Oh, right. Yeah, that. I remember that.
Yeah.
Now I'm just remembering the one promo poster for that, probably in the magazine or something. Smallville, good sex, bad Lex.
I mean, it does have heated drama between men.
Okay, that's something.
It's just Smallville. If I wanted to watch dark and brooding Superman, I just go put on anything of the New 52 animated stuff.
Oh,
or I'd go watch some of the bad episodes of Lewis and fucking Clark.
Why would you do that? No.
I suppose you could watch Superboy, but
why would you watch Drive?
Oh God.
Well, I will say though, Christopher Gerard is in some ways he is somewhat better than.
Yeah.
Yeah. Superman does not have a good track record when it comes to its leads. You have Tom Welling, who they recently brought back, and some people do love his performance. Again, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I can see why people would like it.
Yeah.
Then you have Dean Cain.
Yeah.
Really?
And then you have Christopher Reeve, who is, oh my God, like he is the standard.
Oh, yeah.
George Reeve, the old original, one of the old original ones.
And extremely tragic, given what happened to him, and especially with regards to his relationship to Superman.
Yeah.
Brandon Routh.
who you can't watch the movie anymore because if you do, that's what sucks. That movie has one of the best Lex Luthors, and it's bad. And it's bad because of the freaking actor
I mean, if you want to
And
see
the director.
and the director.
I mean, Mike, if you want to watch Brandon Routh, you can go watch the new Quantum Leap.
Oh Jesus! Oh wait,
Or
no, that was
if you
better.
want to play Superman, you could watch, oh god, the Crisis on Infinite Earths TV miniseries that was on 5 different channels.
That was okay. That was okay because of how they brought it. Because he was like, oh no, Brainiac attacked, and now I'm the because most of my friends are gone because of what Brainiac did. It's like, I want to see that movie. When did that happen?
Also, Superman and Lois is crap.
Oh. What about what's it
Well,
called?
no, that Superman I like because that one's much more down to earth. Like that again, down to earth.
What about
Much more.
what's it called? What's the name of the recent cartoon that they done?
The cartoon or the movie?
No, they do the cartoon series of Superman. What is that called?
Oh, the new Superman Adventures. I need to watch those.
They're fine. You can see why Batman the Animated Series was much better received.
Not Bruce Timm.
Yeah.
It only came out a couple years ago. What's it called?
My Adventure with Superman.
That's the one.
Oh yeah, that's the one. He's that,
Yeah, Jack Quaid.
again. That okay. I'm gonna state this for. See, we kind of finished our we kind of mostly finished our brownie. Let us finish this tangent. We will give you our final thoughts. Then we'll let Lena reveal her choice because we have Lena's choice.
Well,
Let me finish this tangent.
Yeah, go on.
My Adventures with Superman and the new Superman movie. I like the Superman, but both of them have one thing that irks me to my very core.
Is
In
it
my
the
Adventures
Krypton
with
stuff?
In my Adventures with Superman, it's Supergirl and everything that happened.
Yeah, Supergirl is basically Vegeta.
Yeah.
Oh.
And in the
Which
movie,
honestly is probably the best take on Supergirl in a while.
in the movie, for spoilers, if you have not seen the movie, but I'm spoiling it here, we will have another thing of flashing of spoilers.
I'm not putting flashing shit up, Michael.
But yeah, spoilers. In the Superman movie, the most famous speech that Jor-El gives Superman, who is pretty much like, you will go to Earth and you will help them and you will sell them. Yeah, it turns out that Jor-El and his wife are xenophobic fascists who wanted Superman to go to Earth to basically take it over and repopulate, make it a new Krypton and repopulate the Earth with Kryptonians.
It is just
Which
Goku.
has
What the
some
fuck?
Yes!
Yeah, there are some implications with regards to the immigrant aspect of it, i.e., you should assimilate to your new culture instead of having of your old culture hold you back, which is a very John Byrne move.
Oh,
But you can't, like, yes, I understand, and I love the scene where Superman talks to Jonathan Kent. I understand that, but that you don't mess with you don't mess with the building blocks, the pillars of the thing. Jor-El was probably one of the only good, decent people on Krypton. That is a given. That's been the given for so fucking long.
Not necessarily. I mean,
Even Man of Steel got this right.
I mean, on the other hand, you have Alan Moore's Whatever Happened. No, not sorry. For the Man Who Has Everything, wherein we see the alternate world where Superman didn't get sent to Krypton and it didn't explode, and Jor-El basically becomes the leader of Scientology.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
So, like...
Because everyone basically went, hey, wait a minute, the Phantom Zone is kind of evil?
Yeah?
Well, yeah, like it's why when you watch Supergirl and you have Peter O'Toole's character be like, I must go to the Phantom Zone now because I have done it. And it's like, dude, go with her. Go with Carr.
Peter O'Toole is far too drunk to be doing anything other than get me out of this movie. Get me out of Cape shit now.
Supergirl is only saved from being worse than Superman 4: The Quest for Peace by virtue of having Killdozer.
What? Yeah,
And also Camp Witches. And also Camp Witches.
Celine is a joy.
Yes.
Like, Celine is.
I wish that movie
You know
was better
what?
than it was.
You know what? I'm gonna. That will be a request for a later period because you put something on the wheel, Sean. Put Superman. Put Supergirl and Superman 4 on the wheel, please.
What? Both? Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry to derail.
I
Superman.
refuse,
I refuse.
Michael.
Yes.
No,
I refuse.
No, we're putting the both on the wheel.
How about I put on the wheel? I get to talk about the climax of a Quantum Leap episode we're supposed to be talking about.
Okay, we keep.
I like the climax of this. So we've got this. Well, it's predicated on this misunderstanding, albeit misunderstanding created by an emotional abuser. Look, he saw me. He's not blind. He's lying. He's lying. And in the chaos of the Beatles, Sam gets blinded by a flashbulb and is actually blind now. Oh, which exists to make it a little more tense when the Central Park Stranglers after Michelle, and B, to have a way for the mom to be proven wrong when she lights a match in his face and he doesn't flinch. It's like, wait.
She doesn't. No, she doesn't light a match. She literally holds her lighter centimeters from his freaking face. She just shoves it.
Yeah, she's letting it to take a smoke, and then she's like, look, see, oh my god, he didn't flinch. He's not blind. I mean, he is blind. Whatever. But, yeah. So it creates a situation of, you actually do have to briefly inhabit the shoes of this blind person, and you can't see. Which, him being able to see raises a lot of questions about the science of leaping that we're not going to answer. Just repeat to yourself, it's a show, and relax.
Which we find out later. He does somewhat take on the effects when his physical body does when he has no legs.
Yeah, and God help us when we have to do this one when he's pregnant.
Oh, 8.5 months.
Yeah, that's an episode.
8.5 months. Okay, 8.5 months isn't terrible. It's just the It's just all the stuff around this is a single pregnant mom in the 50s.
Yeah. Well, it's putting right what once went wrong. So I'm just gonna look over Lena's notes.
Fresno. She got now. We had Lena. Before we do our final thoughts, we just wanted to introduce what's happened. Yeah. We had Lena roll twice on the wheel.
Twice?
Once, yes, because of the first one. Because if Fresno will understand when the first one hits, if we are unable to do it, the second one is there.
Okay, fair. So, fair enough. Well, let's do our final thoughts first. What we thought of Blind Faith. One of you can start.
All right.
It's meh. I do not care for this one. Moving on.
Yeah, it's just, it's better than Song for the Soul. I could say that. It's much better than Song for the Soul. Yeah, most things are. The mom, is way too overdone. The mom is way too overdone and way too. It just doesn't work the way they want it to. But I will say that I did like how simple this episode was in terms of this is some episodes would have focused on Pete. Would have focused on you must stop Pete. That wasn't the focus here. The focus was on Michelle and her tug of war between who she loves and her heart, which is still connected to her mom. Physical and emotional abuse be damned. Which some people it is. It's not the best. I would rank it, if I had to rank it out of 10, I would rank it 6, 6.5,
That
maybe
sounds about,
7,
that sounds about right.
maybe 7. I accidentally rated Tomb of the Cybermen 5 out of 5 stars, realized my mistake, and lowered it down to its proper movement of 3.5.
Yeah. Two is not a 5 by any stretch. No. I agree with you, Mike. I'd say if I had to give it a number score, that seems about right. This is fine. You know, there are elements that I like. You know, leaping into a blind person and having to deal with that, even if it's only really dealt with in the climax, where Sam actually has to deal with the disability. It's interesting. The relationship with Michelle and trying to live her own life away from the abuse that she's suffering is interesting. Even if they toned down the mom a little and had her, chill the fuck out at the end, maybe it could have worked better than it did. But this woman who's just like, she had a miserable time of it, and it's like, I didn't get nice things, so you don't get nice things either, Missy. Look what all I did for you. You don't get to abandon me. It's that shit, but she should have learned a better lesson at the end. And I really like the Beatles in the periphery, which is an interesting element that you didn't see that often. Quantum Leap is playing it a little different than it usually did with Michael Jackson or Buddy Holly, and I liked that restraint. It didn't show that restraint nearly as much with later Kisses with History, but I appreciate it all the same. So it's a fine episode of Quantum Leap. Anyway, what the hell did Lena spin for us?
Okay, so the first spin on the wheel, she gave us Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency.
The book or the adaptation?
The book.
The book.
Okay.
The reason why we had her run twice is because we're trying to find out if we can get a spare copy, because I don't have a copy, and I don't think you have a copy, Fres.
I do not currently own Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency in paperback form.
So if we are unable within the 2 weeks to get it and be able to review it,
Fresno picks an episode of Miami Vice.
Again?
Yes.
Shit. Okay, well, I will see. I will see what we can do about getting Dirk Gently. I'm actually gonna try. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, I failed instantly. I guess we're watching Shadow in the Dark.
oh Jesus!
So actually, watching Shadow in the Dark
Yeah.
for October. Actually, watching Shadow in the Dark for October is really fucking tempting.
You know what? Let's just do that. Fuck it.
Okay, fuck it.
You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it.
We're breaking away
Next
from
time,
Quantum Leap.
you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. Next time I Quantum Leap reviews Shadow in the Dark.
Yeah, woo!
Yeah.
One of the best episodes of Miami Vice.
Yeah, Sean, you're gonna have to put back on Dirk Gently.
Yeah, I already did.
All right,
I'm updating
fine.
the wheel.
We're going back to Feel It in the Air tonight, kids. Okay.
Fresno, you do realize you only have one more card of that, right?
Yeah, I
You
mean,
have
well,
one
it
more
came
spin.
up. I'm not in control of when it comes up. Fine, I've got one more. I can find a third good Miami Vice episode.
Yeah.
Or you could make us watch the 3-part or episode that ends with a Kate Bush song.
Oh, that. Yeah. Oh.
I'd
Or you
rather
could
not
watch
have to do. I'd rather not have to deal with Hackman. Thank you very. That would literally be 2 hours of us being like, so let's talk about the time Sonny's life fell apart.
Oh, no, we're not talking about Deliver Us from Evil. No. Justice for Sheila Easton, goddammit! Anyway,
Or we could watch Bushido.
Again, Kate Bush, as we said, but yeah, well, no, I like Shadow in the Dark for the spooky season. That sounds like a good one. We get to talk about Manhunter, woo! But yeah, so you can find us lovely people on Bluesky, link below. I am doing things on my blog now again, Fresno'sRavingRants.blogspot.com. It is 16 further screams for Halloween. I've been posting spooky media stuff. In order as I'm uploading this, I read James Rolfe's debut horror novel, Gnome Cave. It was interesting.
Heard that. I've heard that one's a bit up and down. I do like though that James Rolfe has actually put his horror knowledge into
It makes sense
into
why
actually
James
writing.
Rolfe made it like this. Let's put it like
Yeah.
that. Then the second post I did, I watched Weapons, which fucking ruled.
Yep.
And
I-
I haven't written it yet because I sat down to do this right after watching the movie, basically. But I'm going to have it up by the evening. I sat down with the 1996 film The Craft,
Okay.
which is...
So are you finally gonna cover a snapping sound?
I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. You have to understand, John, I'm 40 years old. I was like in college when Danny Phantom came out. I have no significance to this. I'm not a Gen Z.
I'm telling you, it's really good.
I believe you, but also I have...
Oh Jesus! It took me a second to remember that Danny Phantom. Oh my God! Oh my God! How have you not been asked that one yet?
I just said, I'm 40 years old. I don't go here.
You watch Scoreline!
Yeah, well, that's a motion picture. We're talking about... Either way, either. Mike, what are you up to?
But anyway, yes, you can find me on my blog, which has not been updated in a while. But that's because I need. But again, that is because of my stupid procrastination bug. Trying to fight that, which it is getting better because
November's
I
coming,
also
Mike. November's coming,
Yes.
Mike.
I know I may or may not do it this year. I may or may not. We need to talk. But anyway, I have been doing better with Letterboxd. Letterboxd has a lot more stuff. I think the last ones I watched were 2 Doctor Who episodes.
Which two?
No, I watched 3 Doctor Who episodes. I watched The Hand of Fear, which was a fantastic double twist of, oh, this is not the villain. Oh, she's very much the villain.
Yeah.
The Brain of Morbius.
Pretty good, but you know that climax. It really needs someone to come in and canonize and explain it. That's the only way I could frankly enjoy that story.
Yeah, which I see. I like the original explanation of that's why the Doctor's brain fried was because as soon as it started peering into the other's incarnations, that's why his brain couldn't take it. It's because it saw the other and went, nope, shutting down.
You're bringing the other into this. You're just playing in the same pond Chibnall did.
And the final one was the Tomb of the Cybermen, which yes, I understand the uncomfortable bits. I understand why it's a little bit slower and much more drab than some Cyberman stories, and I understand about Toberman, but I'm sorry. That freaking cliffhanger of all the Cybermen just opening up the cyber controller, and here's Krieg being like, "You will surface! Ah! Why is my leopard eating my face?"
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Well, Mike, that line.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you'll be happy, Mike, when Film is Fabulous reveals Fury from the Deep episode 5 has been recovered.
No, it's either going to be the Crusades. Knowing our luck, it's either going to be the Crusades, Marco Polo, or the rest of the Celestial Toymaker.
What was Wheel in Space?
Oh,
or Wheel in Space.
Or Wheel in Space. It's going to be like Wheel
here's the thing. No.
Like Wheel in Space
here's
1.
the thing. No. Here's the thing. If they find Wheel in Space, all of Troughton's done.
Well,
all of Troughton's done.
They're not going to find all of Wheel in Space. They're going to find, like, Wheel in Space 1 or some shit.
Oh, what if it's Power of the Daleks or Evil of the Daleks?
Now, see, that was
they just wasted all that money on animation.
If it's one of the ones that got animated, yeah, that's going to be awkward. But yeah.
But no, they would milk the original stories of that to Kingdom fucking Come.
Oh, they would.
Because if they said that, like, oh, you can watch the animation, but now returning after 60-something years, Here's the original.
It's gonna be an orphaned episode. It's not gonna be like a full serial. Let's not get. But Sean, what have you been at?
Also that could be 10th Planet.
That would be nice. Sean, what have you been up to?
Oh, yeah, Jim Planet would be nice.
Yeah, so I've been mostly fiddling around on the beat, writing reviews for various comics. I'm currently working on a couple reviews right now, and I just finished the edits for Lamech Tears. There's Back to the 11th Hour, which is due to be out hopefully November.
Woo!
I'm also currently writing a book of my own about media criticism and the rise of fascism, and I'm 6,000 words into writing the climax. That's before I write the rest of the book.
Well, there you go. You cracked the thesis statement for it. Yeah.
Yep. Also, I'm doing a podcast on Twin Peaks. We will be recording our next episode within a week or two, which might be a problem given that in 2 weeks we're doing Shadow in the Dark, which, oh boy, that's going to be an interesting double feature.
Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of Manhunter. Why was I thinking of the Indicado Zeta from Manhunter? Because Shadow in the Dark is basically Manhunter.
Come watch the first episode of the Twin Peaks podcast where we sat down and watched David Lynch's favorite movie of all time. Fresno, what was that movie?
It was The Wizard of Oz.
Also, I think Doctor Who Reviews is still happening because that show, unlike actual Doctor Who, is not dead forever.
Yes.
I do want you to realize next time I get a pick on Doctor Who Reviews, I am making you guys read Assimilation Squared or listen to Cold Fusion.
I'm contemplating between Grant Morrison's Doctor Who comics or making you listen to Love and War.
I'm pretty sure these kids would rather fling themselves into the river than do something that isn't televised. After the time they had with Zagreus and fucking Necromantia and
alien bodies.
Yeah, alien bodies.
I mean, I'm mostly stable, but I think those kids will probably kill you. So you may want to go with something televised.
So you mean pick All-Consuming Fire, which has Sherlock Holmes and Cthulhu in? Good choice, Fresno.
Okay, if I have to pick something televised, are they at a point where they'll let me do Children of Earth?
I don't know.
No.
Don't know. You had to talk to them about it. Because we're on an entirely different podcast that is about to say goodnight. So, thank you very much for watching our little review of Blind Faith. I hope you enjoyed. And we'll catch you for the next episode, which we're going back to the 80s in Miami Vice. And we're going to have to deal with the Shadow in the Dark.
Here's the funny thing, though, about Shadow in the Dark. Shadow in the Dark was...
Don't explain too
Shadow in
much
the Dark.
before
all I'm gonna explain is the premise. Not the premise. I'm gonna explain where we are in this.
Dick Wolf. That's where we are.
Yeah. Welcome to the first Dick Wolf season, in which he came in and decided, you know, all that fun stuff about Miami in the '80s. Let's throw that all out and make everything dark, depressing, and
the long dark night
we're about
of the
to enter.
soul.
We are about to enter a very different Miami.
Yeah. Well, and this is the best crack at it. But more on that next time. Say goodnight, kids.
Good night, kids.
Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. And remember, read the Oz books. You'll like them. Goodbye.
Oh, also, in case I forgot.
Thank you for that.
What?
I'm just going to end with watch Symphogear. Bye, kids.